So welcome back, and today is the day for the semi-final of winners bracket, and also today we have like 2 rounds of the game. The first bracket is gonna be Crusaders versus
former Hot.
So yeah, guys, we know that's how big and how huge this game is gonna be.
Already excited.
Already excited. So. This is Brett, and this is
Teddy.
Teddy, yeah, Teddy and Brett and Teddy.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of tremendous plays by Crusaders and the former Hots.
Yeah.
Right, because last season the Crusaders was the champion, and the former Hot was the second place, the runner-up, and now tonight
they meet again.
They meet again, yeah, like. Last time,
Destiny.
yeah, just like
so.
And today also the first day of South American division. Yeah. So in the morning of in China UTC +8, and we streamed that the very first game of South American division, and that was pretty amazing. Because all the players they chose the map, it's quite different from the Asia Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say the map ban and the pick, and let's say what Crusaders gonna ban. Continental-Police.
Okay, they ban Continental-Police.
Yeah. And the former Hot they just banned
Helonfield.
Yeah, Helonfield. And what do you think a Crusader is gonna pick?
I don't know. Wolford? Yeah.
Wolford. Oh,
nice guess.
You are a witcher, like you can predict the future, right? And the former Hot just picked the Harbor City. Yeah. Oh, that is. You think that is like out of expectation?
Not really. Both the pick map. The map I preferred.
Yeah, both maps they picked is just like the most popular maps.
Yeah, most popular.
And the Harbor City is kind of the most popular maps of last season's CBL.
Oh, okay.
And but this time, this season CBL, not so many team pick the Harbor City map, and this time the Wolford absolutely is the most popular one.
Okay.
Yeah, the most popular one. And the Crusaders gonna be the attacking side first, and the former Hot's gonna be the defense. Gonna be the attacking side at the second round.
Okay.
Yeah. So we usually say, and we usually call Crusaders that they are the king of Harbor City. But this time, the former Hot they just picked Harbor City. Yeah. And this is kind of. Like a remarkable move.
Okay.
Yeah, very bold because we both know how good that play Crusaders is, especially on the map of Harbor City. If former Hotters they just if the former Hotters they just beat the Crusaders on the map of Harbor City, oh, that would be epic. That would be epic and very classic game.
Yeah. Looking forward.
Yeah, and we have seen a lot of games on Wolford. What do you think of the map Wolford?
It's most like we need to check if the Crusaders would. I mean, the former Hot would defend the point A, because they have multiple strategies around the point A. Either give up the point A or like defend here to death.
Yeah. You're right. So the Wolford map is actually pretty strategic. It's have a lot of strategy in there, because the point A is kind of the most team will just abandon the points, and also the supply point just stretching out of the city. They will just abandon these 2 points, and the point B actually is a very
tricky one.
Yeah,
kind of.
Some team they will just abandon the point B directly, but some teams they will just assign 2 or 3 squads guiding there. But not so many teams will be there. But if you sometimes if you assign like 2 or 3 squads team there, and something will be really different because the attackers they will just normally think that we will have the point B. That's his kind of free gift.
Yeah.
But if the defender does something different, does something different, and it will like make trouble to the attacker's plan.
Yeah.
And so it's.
But I think like both team are very good team, top team. They can respond very quick actually.
Yeah. I think the Crusaders in the last round they showed us they have brought some new strategy, especially on the map like the Continental because in the past we never see the team like guiding the point C like Crusaders did. Because like the Crusaders, they just in that game, the Crusaders just directly abandoned the A and B, and then they retreated to the point C. But they feels like they were just pretending they were guiding this point, and but then they just like give up this point and then retreat. But they just not like other teams directly retreat to the final base. They just wait outside of the point C, and if the attackers want to get out of the point C, they will kill them all.
Yeah, it's kind of like tricky move and a risky move, because if you didn't treat well, then you will like a lot of units will be deleted. Yeah, and that kind of the attacker can rush to the point C if you didn't respond well, right? Yeah. Yeah.
So we are really looking forward to seeing Crusaders bring something new to the Warfort, because the Warfort we are so familiar with this map.
Yeah.
Like we have seen, I believe I can say I have seen all of the strategy on this map. So we really hope Crusaders can bring something new, and hope this time they will like keep going and continue their legends, and to be because this time I just interviewed them, and the captain like last just said, I asked him, what do you want? What's your goal for this time in CBL? He said,
what is that?
You guess? He said,
they definitely gonna win the champion, I guess.
Yeah,
so what is the tone? I mean.
Yeah, champion. Period.
Oh.
With shot and with power. Very
nice.
Powerful,
Nice.
Champion. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, short, clean, and powerful. Yeah. And for the former Hot, and we also know former Hot is a very good team. And they actually the former Hot they have 2 teams. Of course, for Crusaders they have
two teams.
They have a brother team. The Crusader brother team to take over, but they got eliminated in the last round. And the former Hot they also have a brother team.
Yeah, I know that.
Called Beiliang.
Right?
Yeah, but they got eliminated by the S2 House Invitationals champion via House. Yeah. And now the game is about to start, and let's jump into the map. The map introduction of Warfort. But I think no needs too much introduction here, because we are so familiar with this. Yeah, you see the castle, the city walls here. Everything is burning and just ruined, and also the very beautiful, like ruined style.
Yeah, the fight is about to begin.
Yeah, and let's say the team composition first, and say what kind of units they just bring. And for the Crusaders, we can notice that they have brought many squads of cavalries, and also melees, infantries, and just like 3 to 4 squads of berserkers.
And also like formal Hot, they bring a lot of cannon artillery. I think they probably gonna like defend point A, cause like they use cannon to destroy the siege tower. Then that's my guessing. And also with the starting line, they have one Nafa and 2 gunners, and a lot of berserkers.
Yeah, a lot of berserkers. And now the game is about to start, and see their lineup, and I noticed that Crusaders have brought one team of cavalry.
Yeah.
And but for the former hot, they just bring. They just didn't bring any.
A lot of
cavalry.
high tier units. I think
a lot of high tier units,
they probably don't want to abandon point A directly.
Yeah. You're right. I think this is what they want to do because just like we always say that for the attackers you need to just cherish your time. For the defenders, if you decide to defend at a certain point and you need to stick to your goal, stick to your plan, and waste the attackers' time because the time is so important for attackers.
Sure.
And now the Crusaders they are assign teams to push forward the siege towers.
Yeah, they are about to push the siege tower.
Oh.
And it's already on fire.
It's already on fire. Of course, the defenders just won't let the siege tower push forward so easy.
Yeah.
And we noticed that at the very beginning of the game, the Crusaders just use one chamber shatter to attack the supply point. That is very rare to see because the supply points in normal teams will just they just won't use chamber shatter to attack that because
and I don't think they want to give up supply point directly.
Oh, this is a very beautiful strike and right aim at the berserkers. And the berserkers not so many soldiers in a team, right?
Yeah.
So berserkers are really valuable. And now
I think they are about to retreat here.
Yeah, they're about to retreat here, and it's kind of give it a try to test.
Yeah.
And I think the right side siege tower has a greater chance to successfully
destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed.
Nice defense.
Just like I poisoned this siege tower. Yeah, my words poisoned it. And now the Crusaders has successfully claimed the supply point, and their goal must be the point B if the bridge not gets cracked down.
The siege tower it's not going to achieve the goal. Okay, they have to wait another round.
Yeah, and we can say that the bridge connecting supply points to point B was cracked down, and the footholders they made a lot of trouble to Crusaders, especially on the siege tower stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they just won't let us Crusaders push forward the siege tower so easy.
And from the units, the two teams bringing, the former hard bring a lot of high tier. That's why they have only 1,200.
Yeah, and the Crusaders keep using their chamber shed, and just past the 2 or 3 minutes in the early game, they used 5 times chamber shed.
And the wall is break down, and let's see if the siege tower is approach the wall.
Yeah, and their chamber sheds were very effective because we can notice the unit number. The Crusaders now have over 1,400 units left, and for the defenders side, they've already lost 200 units.
Yeah, another championship called by Legolas.
Yeah. And the right side, the siege tower has successfully connected to the city wall, so the Crusaders have a way to get inside of the city wall. And now
the fight is okay.
Yeah, okay, you go on.
Yeah, the fight is about to begin. They're gonna move towards the siege tower, I think. And let's see how the formal heart will respond for this one. And both.
I think they will just for the former hall, they will just abandon the point A directly, and they just won't waste any units to defend the point A because the point A is so hard to defend right now.
They retreat. And because they use a lot of cannons to defend the point A, so they're probably gonna Only few artery left. I think not good for the former hot.
Yeah, for the teams like former hot and the Crusaders, their skills are perfect.
Yeah,
and and their mentality is perfect. So you just like if you want to the win opponent like Crusaders or former hot, you just need to like take your step by step and one by one, and just don't be panic.
Every mistake will be like counted, very big.
Yeah, and we can say the former hot just do not like other teams abandon the point B directly, and they assigned like 2 squads of team guiding there, and they just won't let the point B lose so easy.
Yeah, and they have one team to guide the point B, which kind of would like use some units there, which the supply point will like lost one unit.
Yeah, and the Crusaders now are getting inside of the city. They are aiming at the point B. They want to take over the point B as soon as possible to extend their time. And the former hot just noticed that, and the team members around the point C are trying to approach the stairs next leading to the point B.
Yeah, they don't want Crusader to get the point B so easy and so quick.
Yeah, and they just gave up, and I think just like one squad of berserkers cannot stop too many squads of units.
Yeah, but Crusaders. It will cost some time for the.
This poor masked guy, and got hugged by a hammer, and soon got killed.
Got deleted so fast.
Yeah, got deleted so fast. And now the Crusader is claiming the point B.
Easy point.
Yeah, easy point. Actually, not that easy. The former hot made some trouble to Crusaders, but maybe not that great trouble. Just like some trouble. Yeah. So the next step is clear. The Crusaders will aim at
the
C or the supply point. I think they will just aim at the supply point first, because supply point means backup.
Yeah.
If you want to like beat an opponent like former hot, you need your backup.
Yeah.
You need to like a full supply.
It's like common strategy.
Yeah, it's very common strategy, and I'd say how the former hot will respond to this, because they must know that Crusaders are coming for them.
Yeah, they set up some mortar to attack the units in the supply point.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Crusaders are really smart. They just won't let their units fight with the defenders flash by flash, and they keeping using their mortars to make some damage to the defenders, and that is a really good one, because it can save their unit number.
Yeah, also it's a like common strategy, because like the attackers have 2 arteries, but the defender only got 1.
Yeah, so we can say Crusaders with that they still have over 1,400 units left.
Yeah.
And for the other side, also we got 200 units left.
Yeah,
that was pretty much about the Crusaders. Like they're taking lead at 200 units right now.
And they looks like it's about to. Oh, the gun is here. And the former hot gonna give up the point.
I don't know what just happened. The former hot just like they abandoned. Feels like they will just abandon the point C.
Yeah,
and the Crusaders like take the point C like a free gift. And now here comes a short sword and try to interrupt the capturing. But I think it's gonna. They're just gonna make it. But the Crusaders have already taken half of the point C. And let's say the
Wing Berserkers charging here.
Yeah, Crusaders have already taken control of the supply point, and the defenders just won't let it give it up.
Your man from former hot Nice.
Yeah, and the Crusaders' cavalry are retreating. They just it's because the Winged Hussars they're powerful and they can overwhelm your enemies, but they need some distance to charge. To speed up, and then they can deal really high damage. So this kind of narrow area is not really good for Winged Hussars. And now the Crusader has totally controlled the supply point, and they are now claiming the point C. And that is not a situation that Fomalhaut happy to see.
Yeah.
And, because the final base is so hard to defend.
Yeah, it's hard to defend.
Yeah, especially like the situation right now, the Crusaders still have over 1,000 units left, and they still have like 7 chamber sheds, and the final base is a very open area, totally available for the chamber sheds to attack.
Yeah, and also we must remember that the Crusaders have a lot of 2 arteries, which the Fomalhaut only got 1, and also I think they have used the artery in when they destroyed the siege tower at the very beginning.
Yeah. The final base, it looks like a open area. It looks like a ground stage, but this ground stage is a place for defenders. They just cannot leave.
Charging.
Yeah, very effective charge, and the defenders released a squad of Janissary loyal guards and try to fight the back.
And also the Imperial Guard advancing here.
Yeah, the Imperial Guards is charging and make some really effective attack.
Yeoman.
Yeah, but I think they soon got eliminated by the Janissary loyal guards.
Oh, big fight.
Yeah, just another strike by Chamber Shed. And the defenders still want to make the attackers out of this stage and to keep in their final base be safe.
Yeah. And the unit loss are kind of same because the champion did a lot of damage here.
Yeah, the champion did a lot of damage here, just like crack down this squad of units. And this Crusader now is still leading like around 200 units.
Yeah.
The Crusaders, many squads of many heroes of Crusader, they are retreating to the supply point and try to regroup all of them and to start another wave of attack.
Yeah. Oh, the wave was thought.
Oh, this chamber shadow just cracked down the tower, and so the whole area of
charging from
final bases are available.
Yeoman. Okay.
The Crusaders gathered up, and they just wait for the time. They're just waiting for the time to do the next wave attack. And once Spear Guy is not already entering the final base, and try to claim the final base, but got stopped by defenders.
Yeah, and we can see that the Fomalhaut had a lot of pikemen here, which is good to defend on the stage.
Yeah. And the defenders, they just released a squad of pike militia. It's kind of low units and soon got destroyed by the Winged Hussars and the Yeoman.
Yeah. But another charging
Another beautiful
here.
strike and just destroyed this squad of Royal Guards. And with another strike, the defenders are nowhere to hide because they have to keep their final base being safe. So they just cannot leave the stage and they just have to take the damage. And
yeah, the attack from the Crusaders are like the wave, one by one.
Yeah, now situation is pretty hard for defenders because the defenders they only have like around less than 300 units, and congratulations to Crusaders. They just be the winner of the first match. And let's say the team states and say the MVP for both sides. The CNC's MVP is CNC Ahan. He got 3 kills, no deaths, and 5 assists, and killed 105 units in this match.
A lot of units down here by him.
It's a spear. It's a spear play. And let's see the MVP from another side. Former hot Ren Zhi.
He got 6 kills, 1 death, and 2 assists.
Yeah.
Okay, the number of the units taken for the former hot is kind of low here.
Yeah, and this guy plays really well, just like his name, Ren Zhi. You can understand this as a giant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge man.
Yeah, huge man, gigantic man. And for this game, I think the Crusaders, they just showed us they are still good and they are still going strong.
Yeah.
Like always they did. And they prepared really well, and they know what points and what their goal is. And the former hot, they they prepared also well, because when they saw Crusaders are all on the Sage Tower trying to approach the point A, they just abandoned the point A directly.
Yeah,
and they just want to save their unit.
Yeah, that retreat party is kind of responds very well, because if you stay 1 more seconds, probably the units will be taken by the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time when I talk about Crusader, I will say the usage of Chambershed by Crusaders. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are really good at using Chambershed. They know what time is the best time for Chambershed, and they know in what way they use the Chambershed, and they never save their Chambershed to the end and then waste their Chambershed. They just they use the Chambershed decisively, and they just if they want to use it, they just use it. And all the Chambersheds of every strike is really effective. Effective.
And kind of weird, like the point C party, the former hard didn't respond quite well as we expected, right?
Yeah, that's the way out of expected, because the point C is so important.
Yeah.
The final base is a really, really hard place to defend. It's an open area for Chambershed, and it's a grand stage, but also a limited stage for defenders. You just cannot live there. If you want to live there, and the attacking side are gonna soon claim that your final base is gonna be very dangerous.
Yeah, and even though the former hard, they the fight between the supply point and the final base is kind of even. I mean, the first fight, then the Crusaders, they regroup and initiate another round, which bring a lot of damage to the former hard and get a lot of units down there. It's kind of like the Crusaders can respond very quick, and the former hard is kind of a little bit late for the situation.
Yeah, I think around the supply point, about the point, say the former hard, they may had some the misunderstanding of communication.
Yeah, probably.
Because
no one is guiding there.
No one's guiding there, and they just freak, to give up the point say in a sudden.
Yeah.
So, 1 second ago, some people are still there, and some players still there, are guiding there, but 1 second later, they just somehow they just abandoned this point. And
not quite sure it's the strategy or they didn't communicate.
I don't think it's they did it on purpose, because we both know, just we mentioned that the final base is so hard to defend. So I don't think they just they just did this on purpose. They must have some really bad communication.
Probably the pressure from the Crusaders is very high. Then they have to.
Yeah, but if you want to be the best, you must beat the best. You must be the best. That's the thing you have to do if you want to claim that trophy.
Sure.
Sure. So next
for the next round,
next match, the former hot, they are gonna be the attacker. They can play at the map they chose, the Harbor City.
Yeah,
but
we
can. Everyone knows that it's the Harbor City is a map for Crusaders, and the Crusaders must know this map very, very well, and they must know every strategy on this map. So the former hot, they I think they boldly picked this map, it's kind of like they must bring something new to this map, and because Harbor City is a pretty simple map, it does not have so many points, and not like the Valley Fortress. It has like the 4 to 5 points, and not like the Continental it has like 4 points, not like other like complicated and huge map, and it just has 2 points. A and the final base. And 2 supply points. So the A in Harbor City, normally the defenders will just abandon the point A if they see the situation that is pretty bad for them. They just retreat directly, and then the supply point next to point A gonna be the turning point of a game on Harbor City, and the Crusaders are pretty good at attacking on this map, and they normally will like take a good use of the tricky door, because we know that next to the main gate is tricky door, and sometimes we call it tricky door, sometimes we call it secret door, but I don't think it is a secret anymore, because everyone knows this door, and know this the door is it feels now like the public secret right now.
Sure.
Yeah, so the secret becomes a public secret, and this gonna no longer be in a secret anymore.
And also for the formal hub, I mean, like, just use the words you said. The formal hub, if they want to be the best, they got to be the best with their best map, right? If they defeat the Crusaders in this map, they kind of claim something. Right.
What do you want to? What would you want to say? You want to say Crusaders claim the triple crown, or just want to say the former horse just they destroyed the Crusaders and claim the new trophy?
I don't know. I kind of looking for a new winner. I kind of looking forward.
But honestly,
challenger.
Are you a fan of Crusaders?
Not really.
Not really. And are you a fan of former horse?
Not really.
So, are you a fan of what?
I'm just a fan of this game.
You're just a fan of tremendous play. Right?
I'm looking for like good strategy.
You are so neutral, right?
Okay,
so Harbor City, another map that we are pretty familiar with, and I can tell you this is the final base. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and let's say the team composition and how they assigned their teams. For the former Hot, we can say both team members are all on in the center of the supply points. It's like the birthplace there. And so it's obvious to say that they will like assign team to push forward the siege towers first, and just like the 2 members are on the left side, the birthplace, and I think they might be used the tricky door.
Yeah, and also from the starting line here, they got 2 Nafas, and am I right? 2 Nafas, and it's quite unusual that bring a lot of like high tier units in the front line.
Yeah, in the front line. Yeah, that is pretty well. And this time the Crusader did not bring too many cavalries as their lineup, because in the past we have seen that the Crusaders, and even they play in the defender of this map, they will open the door just like release all of their cavalries to destroy all of the attackers outside the city, just like the Crusaders, they were the attacker side and not just like they were the defenders.
And is that the reason you like the Crusaders? You are the fan of Crusader because of that reason, kind of?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm also very neutral.
Okay.
I'm a fan of no one. I'm just a fan of Conqueror's play and a fan of a beautiful place.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also we can see that the former hut probably gonna use the tricky door here.
Yeah, and I think the reason for former hot why they brought so many high tier infantries as a lineup, because they just like they predicted, they like made some prediction on that the Crusaders will use cavalry to like rush outside the city.
Yeah,
so must
probably.
prepare for that, and that is a very safe step. And of course, using the high tier units to push forward the siege tower is also a pretty safety move, because it can make sure your siege tower will successfully push forward to the city walls.
And we must know that if you use the high tier units, especially like Nafa and the Gunner, you have to your teamwork should be very, very good, because each team of the high tier units are very low, like they only got 5 or maybe 7 kind of.
The Crusaders,
even though they have high damage.
And the Crusaders is a very experienced team. They know how important that the siege tower is. So at the very first game, and they use their championships, all of artillery is aiming at the siege tower, and it's just like crack down a siege tower here. And I don't think the rest of the siege towers will like make this connection to walls so easy.
And also they use Gunner to destroy the siege tower as well.
At the same time, so we can notice the main gate now is breached, and all the teams, here you can say many squads of cavalries, with former horde, they are trying to flow into the city. But Crusaders just noticed that and assigned a squad of infantry to stop their coming.
The formation of Crusaders here are very, very good. They got Nafa back and the pikemen in front, which they can do a lot of damage, and also they can avoid the yeomen coming to destroy the
now
Nafa.
There you go. Here comes the tricky door and many squads of cavalries, and the former horde wants to use this tricky door to get inside of the city, because now they find that it's so hard to like get into the city walls and through the main gate. But they just retreat. They found the Crusaders now are defending there.
They have preparation.
Just cannot break the defense so easily.
The siege tower for the former horde looks not so good. They got destroyed another round. They have to wait the.
Just as you noticed at the beginning of the game, the Crusaders brought like 2 or 3 squads of Nafa. So it is very good to defend the gate, especially the narrow area. It can stop the cavalry charging and stop the infantry to come on in.
And also they bring like 2 gunners, if I didn't remember wrong, and which can destroy the siege tower. The Crusaders, they defend pretty well here. The former horde cannot even get close to the wall.
And the former horde now is still struggling with pushing forward the siege towers. And now it seems like the right side of the siege tower, you think it will make it?
It's already on fire. I don't think so.
It's already burning, and now it's cracked down again. So the Crusader did pretty well. At the beginning of the game, they waste a lot of time to former horde the time and make a great trouble for them to pushing forward the siege tower.
It's so hard for the former horde to get close to the wall.
And now the former horde still making no progress on the inside of the city, and even the city walls, it feels so hard to get approach.
I think probably this round the siege tower might
have a chance to approach to the city walls, but
because it's already the 3rd round. It depends on the gunner if they can destroy the because like I think the arteries are out of number right now.
And the 2 siege towers now are burning, and we hope these 2 siege towers can successfully connect to the city walls, because we want to say tremendous team fight here. And the point A is empty so far.
Got destroyed.
It's got destroyed again.
And another one.
And the Crusaders now they are just they are not only wasting the enemy's time, they are also wasting enemy's chamber chest. As we can say from the top bar, we can say the former Horde used 8 times chamber chest and still did not make a great trouble to Crusaders. And even they did not. This tower has successfully connected to the wall finally.
Yep.
And now with the siege towers, the former Horde just want to get inside of the city and through the main gate.
The former Horde looks like they're trying to attack both sides, through the gate and the siege tower.
Yeah, but they still got blocked again.
Yeah.
Crusaders just assigned many squads of infantry and pikemen there, and it's very hard for former Horde their cavalries or infantry to get approached. And now the former Horde is using the siege tower to trying to get through, but Crusaders now put a tough defense in front of the siege tower and make it so difficult to come on in.
Every progress from the former Horde very, very slow.
Yeah, and now the Crusader both teams still have over 1,300 units left, so it's a pretty even game, and the time is just past 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, and for the attacker side, they just made non-progress and here, and the point A still is pretty safe, and even they never entered the inside of the internal city.
Yeah, the Crusaders brought the former Horde away from the wall pretty well.
Yeah, and the former Horde now is very struggling. With getting inside of the city. Yeah. Even though they have a siege towers connected to the walls, but still it's a forbidden place to go.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard situation here, because if you want to use the cavalry to go through the gate, then the Nafa will
just stop you and
destroy your cavalry. And if you use the siege tower, and I don't think it's gonna be a good idea either.
Yeah, now is the time, because the former Horde must pace up to take over points.
They have to bring something.
They have to bring something. They have to make some progress on the point A, because the time is really not enough. And now the Crusaders noted that and used Imperial Guards to charge back and stop all the cavalries here.
Oh, the human got deleted.
Yeah, the human got deleted in a sudden. And the Crusaders, it seems like they want to get fall out of the city, and now the Wind Hussars has charged back, because we know Wind Hussars is good at Russian, and now they have the former Horde finally made something. They are claiming the point A, and the Crusaders now are retreating back to their supply point, and they just won't let their supply point as a free gift to their enemies.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
now the point A got
the point A is
captured by the former
Horde. So the time is gonna be extended to around 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, and but still have too many ways to go, because Crusader just won't give up this supply point. They know how important, how important and significant of this supply point is. And now the former Horde is still using their chamber shed to try to make some damage to Crusaders.
Yeah,
Crusaders are just gonna take it. They just won't run away, because they know they have to protect their supply point. And now it feels like this chamber shed we're gonna strike for nothing, because all the Crusaders the units have retreated.
And as we can see that the Crusaders they bring a lot of cavalries here.
Yeah.
Once they get down to the ground, they use cavalries.
Yeah. And the Crusaders now is killing, and the great intense team fights are taking place here. But from the screen, we can say only 3 heroes of attackers are still alive, and they all got surrounded by the red color by Crusaders, and this short sword guy is hugged by a hammer. and also threw to the crowd and soon got killed.
Yeah.
So only less than 6 minutes, and the former horse needs to find some way to get in and to take over the supply point. Because as attacker, you need to make sure you have at least one supply point in the internal city, and then make sure your backup will come in time, and then you will have greater chance to win, or you have greater chance to lose.
Yeah, sure.
So this is the step you have to take. You just cannot skip this step and just aiming to the final base, because all the defenders were there and you have no backup, and if you got eliminated, you got totally swept off the map. And now the attackers try and get through the city, through the siege towers, and we can say 3 squads of the teams are gathering on the stairs, and outside of city, the attackers still using their mortars try to destroy the Crusaders and make some damage to them.
Yeah.
But Crusaders successfully dodged from all of attacks.
Yeah, they have the Crusader had their units very well.
Yeah,
behind those house,
yeah.
And the mortar was set up to destroy the supply point here. Yeah.
Yeah, and only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Yeah, because they still have a final base to claim, and the attackers, they must pay attention to the time, because successfully claim a supply point just won't extending your time.
Yeah. Wow, nice. They're gonna destroy the artery here.
Yeah, it's gonna just.
Well, the point of gunner pretty good.
Yeah, and
you cannot see the gunner well.
Yeah, and the Crusaders just need to hold this supply point for till the time comes to last 2 minutes, and then I think if they just give up this supply point, then that is okay, because 2 minutes is too short for claiming the final base.
Yeah.
And there is also another supply point inside of the city, and so for former Horde, I think they can change their strategy to take over another supply point, and just do not be so stubborn on this supply point. And now the former Horde is waving the supply point to try to claim the supply point as soon as possible, because time is really not enough. And but Crusaders just won't back down, and they are still holding this